I want to talk about this weird experience I had. Now, this happened a while ago, a long time ago, actually. But yeah, and it was just very strange and weird, and I still can't wrap my head around it, what exactly happened or why it happened. But yeah. Anyways, it all started at Walmart. Yeah. Now, I was at Walmart, with my mom getting groceries and whatnot. And of course, usually she ends up having to use the bathroom while she's there, and she left me to my own devices. And I was just like wandering around and looking at stuff and whatnot. So, yeah, that's what I was doing. And as I was doing that, all of a sudden, these two girls came up to me and started talking to me. And, they were just being nice and friendly and, you know, talking about whatever. I don't even remember exactly what we were actually talked about this entire time, but, they followed me around the store while I was walking and talking to me and everything. And it was really strange and awkward. I was awkward, at least, and I didn't know what to say half the time, and I just kind of like nodded my head and tried to keep the conversation from getting too awkward. And yeah, and near the end of this whole experience or whatever, I guess they had to go somewhere, to leave or whatever, so they asked me to add both of them on Facebook. And I'm like, okay, sure. I guess I'll do that. I don't know. But yeah. So then they left, and yeah. And eventually my mom came back and we got all our groceries, and eventually we left Walmart as well. So yeah, we went back home, and when I went back home and got on the computer and everything and got on Facebook, I decided to look up these two girls and actually add them like they told me to. And so I sent them both a friend request, and that was that. Not much time later, one of them accepted this friend request. The other one didn't. Never did, actually. But one of them accepted the friend request and then sent me a message saying this: I can't believe you actually added me on here. You're a complete weirdo. And then proceeded to delete me. Yeah. And that was that. And then never spoke to me ever again. And the other one never even accepted my friend request. She probably just, you know, ignored it or deleted it. Because you can do that with friend requests. So, yeah. And I was left there thinking, what the fuck was that? What was the point of that? What was the point of all of that? What the hell just happened? I don't know. Like, they were nice, they were friendly to me, and I didn't come off as, like, too weird. At least I didn't think so. Or too much of a weirdo or whatever. Yeah, sure, I was awkward, but that's just me. I'm awkward. I didn't think I came off as a weirdo or a creep or anything. Like I said, it wasn't really like that sort of thing. They were just being nice and friendly, and I was just responding as best I could to whatever we were talking about at that time. So, I don't know. I still don't know what was the point of that, and why she decided just to accept my friend request and then send me that message back, call me a weirdo. I don't know. I really don't know, and I still to this day do not understand what the fuck happened. why that happened, why she did that. What was the point of all that? In general, I don't know. And it still baffles me. But yeah. That was just, I don't know. It was just a weird fucking experience. And I've never been able to shake it. Never been able to, you know, figure it out in my head what the fuck, why that happened and what was the point of all of it. But yeah.